This video will look at the Bruce Trail app and the different ways you can use it to measure distance on the trail. That's coming up next. Now we're going to look at a couple of different ways to use the Bruce Trail app to measure a certain portion of the trail. Now in this example I'm showing here, we see Steeles Avenue located on the bottom right hand corner of the image there. There's a dotted line that runs up to the main trail, which is illustrated here with a solid red line. So the portion I'm talking about is circled in my hand-drawn green circle. So a couple of ways of identifying how much that is in distance. First, of course, if you look at the top of the screen, big red arrow points at the scale. The scale here is saying that that amount of the bar would represent about a kilometer, and we can see by eyeball engineering that the length of that bar is about the same as the length of the dotted line circled in the hand-drawn green thing. So that's one way of doing that. As you know, with the app, if you expand the image, you get a closer look, and when you do that, the scale bar on the top of the screen would expand. So very handy if you want to zoom in, that sort of thing. So let's have a look at the other method of measuring a distance for a side trail. So this is a different method of measuring the exact distance of a side trail, and this does not work for the main trail, but is still very handy. Again, we're looking at the same portion of the side trail leading from Steeles Avenue up to the main trail. Remember, I said it was about 1 kilometer. However, if I actually press on the app directly on the side trail like this now, it'll pop up the exact distance, and you can see that it describes the name of the trail, and it also tells you the distance. So that's another handy feature for measuring distance. So the app includes another method of measuring distance. Unfortunately, it does not work. So let's have a look at it in the event. Here's the picture of the app. At the very bottom of the screen, there's 5 different icons. Let's zoom in and have a look at it. There we see one with a tape measure. Instructions are included with the app on how to work it. Basically, it's saying if you tap a certain spot of the trail, it'll drop a pin, and then you can tap a different spot, drop another pin, and it will calculate the distance for you. Unfortunately, it's extremely cumbersome to work. I never could get it to work on my iPhone, and I have a iPhone 6 Plus, and it just doesn't seem to function well, but that feature is there. My recommendation is just leave it alone. Okay.